front camera replacement for iPad. The tools we're going to need are prying plastic picks, a metallic pry tool that's optional, tweezers, double-sided M3 tape, toolkit with a Phillips head screwdriver, and a blow dryer. If you haven't done so, go ahead and power down your iPad. 2 connections for the digitizer here and an LCD connection. It opens up in the following orientation. The screen is glued in, so with the blow dryer we'll need to warm up the contours of the iPad to break the seal. Go ahead and do that for about 2 minutes. Now start prying in one of the corners, preferably top left, with the plastic prying tool and get that seam going. Once you're in, you can go ahead and keep reapplying the heat and prying again all around the entire contour until the seal is completely broken. Don't rush, this takes a lot of time. Reheating again and again. If you go too fast, you might crack the screen. Once you got it going, go ahead and start prying it apart like so, very slowly. It should come right out. Breaking the seal is very, very difficult to do without cracking the screen. If you're replacing other parts while you're in there, go ahead and order a replacement screen just to have it on hand in case you crack it. Here's a closer look at the home button cable we mentioned earlier. The following 4 Phillips head screws at each corner of the LCD need to be removed. The 4th one is tucked away underneath the home cable. I've sped up the trivial 4 screws removal for the LCD screen. Once you remove those 4 screws, you can go ahead and lift up and gently fold over the LCD on top. To remove the front camera, let's go ahead and remove the plastic guarding its connection out of the way. That'll expose that connection right there. You can go ahead with your fingernail, pop it out of the socket. Now the camera is just glued in, so if you will just wiggle it around a little bit, grip it slowly, it should come right off just like that. Front camera reassembly. Go ahead and place the camera into its orientation and go ahead and secure that connection by pressing in on it. Go ahead and recover that connection with the tape. Go ahead and flop it back over the battery now. Make sure not to block off any cables and that the home button cable is not pinched. Resecure the 4 Phillips head screws on each corner of the LCD. This is optional. Go ahead and wipe down the screen with a glasses wipe or an anti-static wipe or whatever that you have on hand. With the screen clean, go ahead and apply the M3 tape around the contour of the digitizer. This is double-sided tape. I've sped up to show you how this is done. Go ahead and peel that off. Now you can go ahead and fold it right over, but don't fix it completely yet. Power on the iPad. Make sure that everything's connected and functioning. Now go ahead and power it down again. Re-clean the inside of the digitizer. Now clamp it back up. This time is going to be for good. Make sure to adjust everything correctly so that all the seams line up and you get a nice good seal. You shouldn't be able to see any cracks at all. Go ahead and wipe out the fingerprints from the screen, and there we go. We're all done.